different worlds colliding and space-time continuing, getting all cattywampus, and the next thing you know, we've got all kinds of alternate realities, and Curious George doesn't have a tail in the books anymore. Like, what is that? He's a monkey. Monkeys have tails, but Curious George no longer has a tail in the books. I'm reading my kids. I'm like, then he's not a monkey. He's a chimpanzee, not a monkey anymore. So put the tail back. Broken reality. Jeez. I fell for it again. I can't believe it happening. I fell for it again. They always say practice what you preach, and yeah, I know we gotta practice what we preach. They got me. They got me again. Always with the social media, always with the news, always with the gossip. It's so hard to avoid this stuff. We all know right now that there's a big old orchestrated event to try and take over the world with the New World Order and all these dumb rules and all these crazy government overreach and overtaxing and just like over surveillance and overcharging for everything. And all the brainwashing that's going on with the news media. I always say, whatever you think becomes a reality. This is what we know. This is one of the lessons that we've been learning over and over as far as like the secrets of the universe, the lessons that we're all supposed to be knowing. All the lessons we are supposed to be knowing is that we create whatever we think about. Whatever we think mixed with our emotions becomes real. They got me again. The PSYOP. My husband came home and he was talking about some of the new rules and the bylaws that they want to pass in the Cowichan Valley Regional District. And I'm like, no, they can't do that. And then it got me all thinking about it. And then I was worrying about it. And then I was like, oh no. I'm like, what are we going to do? And then I was thinking about what we could do to try to like counteract this. And I'm like, whoa. Ha! That's it. That's what they do. The things that they want to do, they put it out into the news media. That's the control. They get everybody thinking. So it starts with media. You got the news media. They make an announcement. And then everybody starts talking. News media, they're like, wee, everybody starts talking. Next thing you know, our talking turns into thinking. And then we're all thinking the same crappy outcome. We're all thinking and talking about the same things. We're all putting our mind together on thinking about the worst case scenarios, all the stuff they put on the news media. It creates an aligned thought. It's how they bring things into fruition. They are using our thoughts against us. Just like that. I get it now. Like, I knew this before and I talked about this before, but it works in such weird ways that you don't even realize that as soon as you hear about something in the news and you see it as real and you agree, you're like, oh man, that could happen. In your mind, it has become real. And then you start feeling the feelings as if it has already happened. This is exactly the steps of creation that we've talked about. You think of the thing that you want to happen. You speak the words of the thing that you want to happen. You feel the emotions of the thing as if it has already happened. And then voila, you take the action steps and everything comes to you. Everything comes to fruition. But that's exactly what the news does. Whether it's through social media or the TV or the newspaper or even just chatting with your buddies, that's exactly how it works. They say one thing, they get everybody talking, then they get everybody thinking, then they get everybody feeling, and then they officially use your energy to create what they want. It's genius. It's a genius plan. Oh, it's insanity how well orchestrated they've turned the news media into their own creation machine, using all of us as the little batteries. We're all the little components to their giant machine. Everybody, every mind that ever tunes into any idea, any group idea, you tune in, you see it, you talk about it, you think about it, you feel it, and poof, it's real. Oh, those assholes. They got us. They got us. I don't know what to tell you. I had a thought. I was thinking, because, they're always listening to us on our devices, so it's kind of hard to, revolt against everybody. But maybe we need to print off some letters and send them around to the neighborhoods that we want to influence and get everybody on a new wave of thinking. It'd be kind of hard for me to just mail out copies of Reality Transurfing to everybody and be like, all right, everybody, read this giant thick book so we can all get on the same page. So we stop feeding these pendulums our energy and letting them use our creative ability against ourselves. So the whole idea behind using our own creative ability with our own thoughts, our own thinking, our own feeling, is that we all just, when they throw out their stupid bylaws and they're like, yeah, this is what we're going to put on all of you, and we all think, no, we don't want to do that. So what do we do instead? First off, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't start talking to you, because this is what I did. I'd even talk to my parents. I was like, they're trying to do this. And I'm like, then I was like, oh, why did I do that? I'm only supposed to talk about the things that I want, the things that I want to feel, the things that I want to come to fruition. Why am I talking about the things I don't want? We don't do that. We don't speak it into creation if we don't want it. But I spoke it. Oh, they got under my skin. So if we can get everybody talking about our ideal, perfect outcome of all of this, it's just like us living, Shangri-La. It's just policy minding their own business, government dissolving, everybody's just free to grow their own food, live how they want to live, and nobody bothers us. We're just happy, we're abundant, we are peaceful, we are happy, we are abundant, we are peaceful. We can get everybody talking and thinking and feeling in the free, abundant, and peaceful manner of what does it look like to be free, abundant, and peaceful? What does it feel like to be free, abundant, and peaceful? And just maybe start writing our own ideas and stories together on paper and copying those papers out and just sending them out like flyers to the whole entire neighborhood. And that's the new news. That's the new news media. Is everybody getting on the same wavelength of free, abundant, and peaceful? Yeah, we got to get everybody going on that, because these guys, man, if they can get under my skin, they can get under anybody's skin. Even when you know better, you're still just like, oh, really? They're going to try to do that? And then you're like, oh. And then next thing you know, you're prepping and for like the worst case scenario, talking to your friends and family about the worst case scenario, thinking about the worst case scenario, and feeling really low because you've been thinking and feeling about the worst case scenario. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So, new news. New news is spreading good word. What are the different ways that we can spread good word to our neighbors, to our friends, and to our family, so that these clever assholes can't keep using our own creative ability against us to bring about their agenda? We must spread peaceful news. We must spread prosperity. We must spread abundance, sharing with our neighbors, even though that's one of the things they were like, yeah, we're going to outlaw that. To dissolve those types of sillinesses, I think we need to laugh at it a lot, turn those ideas on their head, don't see it as real. Like, one of the things I've been thinking about, there's a lot of talk about, AI and Terminator and robots taking over the world. And I've been thinking about this, not overly, but just in a funny kind of humorous way of, if there's one thing that we've always been able to count on throughout history, since the dawn of technology, it is that technology always fails at some point. There's always a glitch. So if there's always a glitch, we can't really be afraid of government really taking over. They're outnumbered. We can't really be afraid of AI taking over. It's technology. It's electronics, and electronics always fail. There's always a glitch. There's always a wrench to be thrown in that machine. Always. Because they lack the one thing that we have as humanity. We have source energy. We have God, we have source energy, we have the hive mind, the greatest subconscious universal mind ever. And we're all connected to it. It is far greater than any internet search, than any AI, is far greater than all of that. And we have that. We just have to remember how to use it. Just remember that you are already a piece of source energy. You are already a piece of God. We can't lose. Yeah, they might blow up some stuff, but this isn't the end. We live forever. Death is a construct. We have been taught that we grow old and die, and we have been poisoned from birth to feel that all of these diseases are real. You know, maybe you don't know that. So we're poisoned from birth, right from day one. Well, as soon as we come out of the womb, they want to give you a vitamin K shot that's poison, that might kill you. It's got a black box warning label on it that could kill you instantly, so don't do those. Then they want to give you a bunch of vaccines that are filled with aluminum, mercury, formaldehyde, polysorbate 80, polysorbate 60, all kinds of polysorbates, everything that causes all kinds of disease. But they'll tell you it's just genetic. I tell you, it's your mom's fault, it's your dad's fault. Not true. And then they'll tell you to get on formula, more toxic sludge. And then you'll have malformed digestive tract. But they'll tell you that's just genetic. And then you'll get sick, you'll get rashes, you'll get all kinds of things, but they'll tell you that's just normal. And then you'll be tired, you'll get diabetes, and they'll tell you that's just normal. And then you'll get dementia, and then you'll get heart disease, but they'll tell you that's just normal. You'll get achy, you'll get painy, and you'll get osteoporosis, your joints will fall apart, your hair will fall out, your skin will turn green, but they'll tell you that's just getting old. You'll be tired, you'll get cancer, you'll get Alzheimer's disease, you'll get Parkinson's disease, you'll get all kinds of diseases, but they'll tell you that's just getting old, that's just normal, that's just hereditary. No, it's not. It's your food that has been poisoned. It's your drugs that are poison. They haven't been poisoned, they are poison, and they know that. So we have the ability, I've gotten way off track here, but we have the ability to rise above all of this nonsense. If only you take the time to remember that we are one universal consciousness together. And we have the ability to rise up together because we're already connected. Sometimes people feel so disconnected, and it's just a feeling of being disconnected because we've forgotten how connected we are. It's amazing. We are naturally telepathic too. I don't know if everybody can do this, but when you look at somebody, you can tell when they're thinking inside, or when they're looking at you, and when they're looking inside their mind. When I'm with somebody, I can see if they are like looking at me or if they are looking inside of their own mind while we're talking. I can also see people's chakras though too. So I don't know if that's an everybody thing or if that's just a few people thing. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. So as I was saying before, the news media, this is a bunch of phonies' way of infiltrating the hive mind, infiltrating the universal subconscious mind. This is what they're doing. So they're using the news media to infiltrate the universal subconscious mind. Oh my gosh. Who knew? Because this is the most powerful thing in the world. So if they can get everybody tuned in to the same frequency, which is your idiot box up here, if they can get everybody tuned in to the same frequency, thinking the same, like looking at the same pictures, thinking the same thoughts, with the same emotions, they can literally create exactly what the outcome that they want using the universal subconscious mind. is, in fact, a mind control device. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. Yeah. Mind control. Dude, designed to keep you down, to keep you controllable, to keep you sad, to keep you low. All the drama that's on there, all the distractions, all the glitz and glamour, all the comedy, all the entertainment, anything that keeps you just sitting in your house, sitting on your butt, not doing anything, not connecting with people, not creating your own life, not following your dreams, not sharing with your neighbor. Everybody's scary. You gotta stay home. You gotta sit on the couch, watch the news, watch the TV, wait for instructions. What's safe? What's not safe? Where should we go to eat? What should we do for entertainment? Oh, the news will tell us. They'll tell us what to eat. They'll tell us what to wear. They'll tell us the latest fashion. They'll tell us how to decorate our kitchen. They'll tell us how to wear shoes and do our hair. And it's the TV. They'll tell us everything we need to know. We just sit in our home and it's like, ooh la la. Oh, seriously. I can't believe I fell into that trap for so long. Man, it was easy. After I had my first child, and it was 2020, so not a lot of people wanted to come over and hang out. So it's kind of just me finishing up some schooling when I was, I just finished up a lot of final exams for my college courses from home, of course. And yeah, I started watching some TV programming, and I found myself getting very depressed while watching it. And it was the wake up call when I noticed during 2020 that the news people were actually attacking a shop owner about sharing health information that was true about how to boost your immune system during the schmovid times. And they're like, you can't do that, that's not real. And I'm like, this can't be real what I'm watching, because that is true. You guys are attacking him. There's something fishy going on here. You're up to something. This isn't real. You've been paid. You've been brainwashed. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? Why would you attack somebody that's trying to help people for the good of humanity, and you're attacking them? Something doesn't add up. Something stinks. These people stink. Global news, you stink. Yeah. So that was my like moment of going, oh, you got me. You guys are full of shit. TV is a mind control device, but it's amazing when you think about it, because again, if we can find ways to send each other information, like I'm really thinking about, like, what does it cost to just like print off a whole bunch of flyers with like the same universal prayer, maybe with some like good intentions, and a little short story of like the ideal living time for everybody of prosperity, abundance, and peace. You know, can we just print out? Do you guys want to do that with me? Can we print off cards all about prosperity, abundance, and peace? The universal subconscious mind, how we are all connected in a loving hive mind, and that we are all one, and together we rise, and we don't have to actually give in to all the nonsense world takeover stuff, and that in fact, if we all just band together with our universal subconscious mind, they will fall, their plan will fail, their technology will glitch out, and their robots will die, and everything will zip zop bebop doobop down the toilet. It won't work. It won't work, and we'll all be great. We'll be fine. And if you're one of those people out there that's like super techie and like, don't worry, we're not going to destroy your laptops. It's not about that. It's about the new world order nonsense that we just really don't care to take part in, the cricket eating 15-minute city nonsense of everybody just burning downtown so they can rebuild them however they want, and flooding people out so they can mine whatever stuff they want. Those people can just stop, especially with the sky spraying and the blocking out the blue of the sky. I realized what they were doing today when I saw. I was like, it's really important for the color blue when it comes to growth, whether it's us as people growing, or if it's our crops growing, our trees growing, our plants growing. The color blue light from the sky, is very integral to that. It helps everything grow big and strong. So when they're up there doing their little plane farts in the sky, all this way and that way, and next thing you know, the sky's not blue anymore. It's like, when I was driving home a little while ago, it was just white out. It was like almost going snowblind trying to drive because it was just white in the sky. It was just this big blanket of white on a supposed to be blue sunny day. Just this blanket of white nonsense in the sky. So those are the people that can just go away, just fade away. Because if we all band together with our universal mind, if we all band together with our thoughts on the same prize, if we all think together about prosperity, peace, and abundance, and all kinds of good things, whatever you want, let's send that around to one another, because I think that's where we need to go right now. Yeah, that's where we need to go right now. So don't fall trap to the news media. The TV is a mind control device. It is. Even Hollywood movies are all propaganda. Have you noticed that? They'll show you one thing and then you'll find out later that that's true, or you'll watch something and then you'll find out later that that's actually a thing that happened in the 80s. Like, even Stranger Things is turning out to be like real stuff, with the whole breaking the freaking universe and causing a crack in reality and shifting times and different worlds colliding and space-time continuing, getting all cattywampus, and the next thing you know, we've got all kinds of alternate realities, and Curious George doesn't have a tail in the books anymore. Like, what is that? He's a monkey. Monkeys have tails, but Curious George no longer has a tail in the books. I'm reading my kids. I'm like, then he's not a monkey. He's a chimpanzee, not a monkey anymore. So put the tail back. Broken reality. Jeez, like, anyway, that's all I got for you today. Let's band together. I will work on some cards. I will work on some letters to send out to everybody so we can all get on the same page in a positive, creative way, so that they stop using our own creative ability against us to bring about their nonsense world reality. We will do the opposite, and we will do it better. So, see you on the next video.